All day, man. Got in a fight with this girl the other day. You ever meet somebody like within like the first couple of minutes of them meeting you, they feel like they can like sum you up? Just like, you know what your problem is? You know, you just have like the urge just to take their head and just mush it into whatever they're eating, you know? You ever have crazy thoughts like that? Can you relate on any level? You never have like urges? You ever drive down the street and see like 30 people up on the sidewalk and you just think, right? You don't do it, you just think it. That's what separates the psychos from the functioning psychos. Yeah, psychos, they just do it. All right, that's a good idea. They get the wipers going, they make a day out of it, right? But a rational person, you like think it through. You start going, man, if I just leave my hand right here, nobody knows who I am. I move it 2 degrees over here. I'm on the cover of Newsweek. I'm instantly famous. Right here, no one knows me. Like, hey, Bill, you want to go to the cookout? Maybe you could bring that potato salad you brought last year. It was such a big hit. One of the most horrific scenes we've seen in years. Bodies just strewn about. You know, Amy's going to be there. She's still asking for you. You should ask her out. No indication he even tried to stop. Seriously, you're getting older. Put your hands on the dashboard. Put them on the dashboard. You have those? All right. No, I have that stuff all the time. I do. My girl took me to a street fair recently, right? You guys have street fairs out here? You know, they close off the block, there's like shawarma, there's like stuff made out of buttons, right? People with no teeth are making keychains, right? It's a typical girlfriend idea. It sucks and it's gonna take all Saturday, right? She's all excited, she's like swinging my arm. Oh my God, this is gonna be great. I'm like praying for lightning, maybe some like scaffolding to fall down on me, you know? No, we show up, right? The first thing she sees is this big table and nothing but homemade jewelry, right? Homemade jewelry. It's got twigs, macaroni in it. It's a table of crap. It's crap. The whole thing is crap. But she loves it. She's like, oh my God, look at these earrings. Do you like these? Do you think these are nice? I just want to be like, no. If they were nice, they'd be in a store, all right? There'd be a roof, some sort of structure would be built around this. This is crap. This is just a table of crap. The guy's even wearing shoes. That's a good indication that this is crap. But I didn't want to ruin a day, so I'm like, yeah, go ahead, check it out. I'm going to go get some air. Even though we're outside, I think there's more air to be had, right? So I walk like 3-4 tables away, and I come up to this lady. She got this big table of nothing but muffins. Muffins, right? It's like 85 degrees out. She's selling muffins, and she's got this big stupid, look at the muffins I made, look on her face. And the second I saw that part of my brain was just like, dude, what would happen if you just walked up and just said, hey, lady, these your muffins? Oh, yeah? And I just started going, blam, 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 blam. Like, how many of these muffins could I mush before anybody did anything? I mean, realistically, I think I could have got the whole table. Because even if you saw me doing that, it would take at least 5 to 6 seconds to process. Like, did they say he could do that? Is it like a game? Do you eat the muffin off your fist? That just seems like a waste of pastry. You know, there's no security at a street fair. There's no bouncer staying there. He's mushing the muffins. Okay, I'm on it. Sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave. And they just choked me out. So I just started thinking of the horrified look on this lady's face as I started slamming these muffins. And out of nowhere, I just started laughing like a maniac. Oh yeah, I'm like slumped over this fried dough cart. I'm dying. My girl looks at me. She's like, what the hell are you laughing at? And like an idiot, I actually tried to explain this screwed up thought to her. I swear to God, I'm just sitting there like, I was just thinking, what if I started punching the muffins? You know what I mean? I just started punching them. She's just looking at me like, why do I go out with you? Dude, but I swear to God, if I never broke eye contact the second I started hitting those muffins, that lady, she wouldn't even been able to call for help. I would have been in her head. She'd be like, did I go to high school with this guy? Why would you do that? Muffins are a happy food. I don't understand this. No, I gotta learn to let stuff go. I do. I got issues. I do. My neighbor got her dog fixed. Got this dog neutered, brand new dog, puppy. Got the thing neutered, and I'm like, what the hell did you do that for? She's like, well, you know, if I didn't do that, he was gonna hook up with another dog. Then they're gonna make more dogs, and what are we gonna do with all these dogs? It's like, why don't you just let them go? They're animals. They'll be fine. I think that's what every city needs. Just a nice pack of wild dogs just running down the street. It'd help with the obesity problem. Just chase people to the cars after they do some big meal, you know? Just a nice pack of Rottweiler just running down the street. Listen, I'm out of time. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much. He had like a moment of honesty. They were like, why can't you guys win a game? He's like, oh, you know, I don't know, the offense isn't getting it done. You know, defense, you know, they're too slow and they just run out. Tell me, we got to get some more black guys on this team, but I'm telling you, it's not. And immediately, everybody's like, what? Actually, I got a couple of friends of African persuasion, and I got to get rid of them, man. I got to admit to you. I'm finding I'm spending too much money on clothes hanging out with them, because I got to, like, fucking try to keep up with their wardrobe. It's like every time they go out, they got all brand new shit on. All brand new shit. So when I show up with my white version of brand new, which is, you know, I ironed the shit, right? I ironed it, right? It's new. They just start trashing me. I can't keep up with them, man. They got like fucking 58 pairs of sneakers. Ever notice that shit? Like every color fucking Timberland? And I don't give a shit what fucked up color their shirt is. They got a pair of shoes to match it and a hat. It's like a rule or something. They're the worst. Even when you wear some new shit, there's like some sort of rule that you gotta like space out the amount of time within which like that you wear it. Because God forbid you wear the same shirt within a 10-day period, one of them's gonna notice. All of a sudden just look at you funny like, this motherfucker's got the same shit he had on last Tuesday. And then the whole car's like, oh shit! Then everybody just starts making fun of your fucking clothes. First they do the math, like, what was that, 5 days ago? 5 days? This motherfucker got 5 shirts! He got 5 shirts! And they start breaking it down. Yo, his first shirt be saying Monday, next shirt be saying Tuesday. Yo, on the weekend, he ain't be wearing no shirt. I'll tell you, it's actually funny. You know what? That's actually how I judge black guys now. When I first came to the city, like, all black people scared me. No, I was like the typical white dude from like the suburbs, you know what I mean? Had no frame of reference, you know? So my only frame of reference with black people was like those, remember those early 90s gangster rap videos? Throw the fucking LA riots in there, man. It was fucking horrible PR. I'm watching the videos, look, he's got a nice car, he's got all the women, and he's still fucking mad. These black dudes are never happy. But after 10 years of living in the city, this is how I narrow it down. Whether a black dude scares me or not. Black dudes with dirty sneakers scare the fucking shit out of me. No. I figured out in my head, because I know from hanging out with them, that's the last shit that they're gonna let go. The immediate shit that they have on. So I think, you know, if his sneakers are fucked up, that means his life is fucked up. Every time he leaves his building, the whole neighborhood, oh, shit! Everyone starts making fun of him. He's on the train in a bad mood. I kind of have this howdy-doody, kind of mug-me kind of face. I'm not saying something's going to happen. I'm just saying. I'm paying attention. So I've been seeing this girl recently. This black girl, right? She lives up in Harlem, you know. Gone out like 3-4 times, you know. First time we hung out in like the Village area in New York, you know, which is sort of like a racially mixed area. So shit was cool, you know what I mean? Second time we hung out was more like Midtown, you know. Then the third time, she called me at like 3:30 in the morning, and she wanted me to come up to her apartment, right? So it's 3:30 in the morning, she lives in Harlem, I look how I look, so it's a fucking situation. Yeah, because you know the deal, right? Basically, a white dude feels comfortable up to about like 98th, 99th Street, you know what I'm saying? The second the streets start getting into like triple digits, like 100, 101st Street, start getting like a little asthma, like, oh, fuck, it's starting to get a little high up here. You feel that little tightness in your chest? Can you feel that? 106th Street, you're like leaning on shit like, dude, where'd all the cabs go? How come there's no taxis up here? Dude, what's a bodega? I don't know what that is. Let's get the fuck out of here. So I'm praying to God she's going to tell me to take the subway, get off at like 105th Street, 103rd, which is like the first stop in Harlem where I can still look over my shoulder and see like all the white people like disappearing over the horizon, But she goes, no, man, you want to get on the Uptown 2-3 train, you want to get off at 125th Street. I'm like, God, fuck, 125th Street. Jesus Christ, that's like right in the middle of everything. I'm going to be surrounded on all four sides. I can't fucking do this. So, at this point, I'm really trying to hide like the bitchy tone that's starting to creep into my voice, And I'm trying to ask for really specific directions for when I get up there, because I want to know exactly where I'm going. So she starts naming the streets I have to go down, and every other street up there is named after like a black leader, She's like, make a left on Adam Clayton, take a right on Frederick Douglass. I'm like, God, fuck Adam Clayton. Yo, dude, go on the internet, look up Adam Clayton. Did he kill a bunch of white people during the slave revolt? Dude, I ain't going up there till I know what Adam Clayton did. Fuck this shit. So at this point, I'm really having a battle with myself. Because I'm thinking I can't do this, right? I'm like, I can't do this, but my dick's going, no, come on, man, we can do this, all right? Just relax. Pull yourself together and get on the goddamn train, right? So as always, I listen to my dick. Oh yeah, I get on the train. By the time I get up there, it's like 5 or 4 in the morning, right? I'm staying on like Malcolm X and like Danny Glover or some shit, right? I don't even know where the hell I'm at. When I see the street I want to go up, I want to go up St. Nick. I can literally see her apartment building, but there's like 5 or 6 black dudes standing right on the corner, right where I want to walk by. So I'm like, fuck! I felt like I was on like some reality show at that point, like some sort of like white guy survivor. It was ridiculous. So I'm thinking, I gotta walk right by these guys, right? You know what's funny? I think that they were actually more surprised to see me than I was scared, And I was really, really scared, but I'm also really, really white, Like shockingly Caucasian. You know what I mean? Like if you're not ready for me, I can like surprise you. No, especially if you live up there. You've probably seen a white person for hours, possibly days. So when I show up, it's almost like magical. Like a leprechaun came out of nowhere, Felt like I should have like a little pot of gold, like a rainbow behind me. Top of the morning to you, latte. Kind of danced my way past them. But it's been going all right, Once I get in her apartment, I'm fine, I relax. Sit down, watch a hip-hop countdown. Pretend like I know the groups, you know what I mean? It's just getting there that's a fucking pain in the ass. But, I don't get mad at it, because I figure, black dudes got to go through the same shit, though, right? When you go out to the suburbs, go fuck a white girl, right? Just that same awful feeling of just leaving your people behind, just less and less of you as you're fucking driving out there. Probably start off lean and you're all fucking cool. 20 minutes in, you're driving like 10 and 2, the radio's off. Like, dude, I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit at all. There's too much grass, I don't see any rims. This is fucked up. None of the windows are tinted. I can clearly see white people in every car. This is fucked up. Listen, you guys were awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. South, man, I had a real weird experience last time I came down here. I was in Nashville, right? Sort of an awkward social situation, right? I'm sitting at this bar. There's this white dude sitting like 2 stools away. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. And that Terrell Owens story was in like sports news. So I try to make conversation. I'm like, man, look at this guy. This guy just signed a $40 million contract. He's already bitching, man. How much money do you need to make? And the dude looks at me. He's like, you know what I say? And then he looked over his shoulder, which I now know is the telltale sign that the N-word is coming, and it's coming hard. Oh yeah, it's not going to be pronounced with the A, it's going to be with the R, and he hit the R, he like stuck the landing. There was like a dismount, Klan members high-fiving in the background, like doing the wave. Just out of nowhere. So now, immediately, I'm looking over my shoulder like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm waiting for like this hail of black fists to come raining down on top of me. I hate when people do stuff like that. That dude made me part of like a potential ass-kicking
that I had nothing to do with. You don't do shit like that. He just had that word, hot potato, just threw it in my lap. Like, trying to pass it down to the next white dude. I hate when people do that, man. You know, it's like, dude, feel me out first. Ask some questions. Do you like to fish? Have you ever fucked your sister, right? I start rattling off answers, then you go old school. You give me a pamphlet, you tell me about your militia. Don't just dive into it. That dude was one of the angriest people I ever met. I should have known that word was coming, because he was just watching Terrell, right? Anytime I would bring up, look at man, that guy's talking trash, he would just like flip out. He won't shut up! You know those people get like so mad they're not even looking at you? Their eyes are up, you just shut up and play the game! You know what's funny? I don't even like Terrell, but now I love the guy. Because every time I see him talking trash, I know this idiot in Nashville is just losing his mind, like kicking over his kitchen TV. Shut the fuck up! I like violence, man. I am. Not like when it happens to me or if I see it live. I like watching it on TV, you know? Watching people, you know, get attacked by animals. Just get blasted in the face or something, you know? Like, I'm a huge sports fan. You know my favorite, like, moment of, like, the last year was in sports? That Detroit Piston, Indiana Pacer bench clearing brawl. Wasn't that great? That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I was so confused when I watched ESPN that day. They were like, that was absolutely disgraceful. Basketball fans, they just must be... I'm sitting there looking like, I'm a basketball fan. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed watching out-of-shape civilians get the shit kicked out of them by professional athletes. It was fascinating. And I think as sports fans, we kind of had it coming, right? Because how many times you gone to a game, right? You got a little too drunk, you started screaming at some dude on the field who could clearly kick the shit out of you, right? If you saw him in the parking lot, you'd be like, hey, can you sign my stamp collection? I think you're awesome. You get in the game, you're all drunk, you're like, you suck, buddy! You're a piece of shit! And they're always calling him up, come on up here! No, come on up here! Well, they came up there. They did, and they kicked the shit out of everybody. It was great. It was like a cartoon. You're like beating up whole rows of people at once, like... I loved every second. I love how Ron Artest punched the wrong guy. Wasn't that great? He taught that dude a valuable lesson in life. When shit goes down, you don't just stand there like you're watching a movie like, wow, it's coming right at me. Must be in 3D or something. That was a 5'6", 110-pound white dude, had an angry 6'10" black dude running right at him. That had to have been in his top 3 nightmares all time. Right behind getting his dick cut off and being lit on fire. And he just stood there. He's like trying to explain himself. Well, I still have the liquid in my cup, so there's no way I could have... He's an idiot. People in the stands, I mean, that's just like what's entertainment for me now, you know? I like that Jimmy the Greek moment that happens in sports, you know? Like once every 4 or 5 years, you know that? Like some 50, 55-year-old white dude tries to explain why black people are kicking the shit out of white people in practically every major sport, you know? And it always goes down the same way, right? There's always like 3 white dudes, and the one white dude in the middle, he's always like the guy with like the theory. You know, he's always like, you know, it seems these African-American athletes, they seem to have this quick twitch muscle fiber. You know, there's a slow twitch, and there's this quick twitch. And the second the dude says that, like the other 2 white dudes start like sliding out of frame, like, okay, this guy's getting fired, and I'm not going to be part of this highlight. Nice knowing you, Ned. Keep that seat warm, right? And the dude in the middle, he's just like hell-bent on getting fired. You know, he starts like bringing up slavery. And evidently they were breeding the strongest man with the strongest woman and that quick twitch. And literally 20 minutes later, that dude's on TV. He's like fired, right? He's crying. His family's standing there. He's got like a box of shit from his desk with like an Emmy sticking out. He's like, I don't know what I said. I was just talking about the quick twitch and the slow twitch. And I wasn't just trying to make a point. No, I love that. I love seeing people mess up their careers like that. It's just funny to me. Plus, I gotta admit, as a white dude, on some level, I have to believe in that theory, because it's like, are white dudes that bad at basketball? I can't even watch the NBA anymore, man. It's like every highlight, the white dude's like that, the black dude has like his nuts in his face. Fucking blah! I'm just sitting at home like, for the love of God, tackle the guy. Jesus Christ, get out of the way. Do you ever get tired of those two nuts flying over your head? You know you're gonna be on SportsCenter. Just get out of the way. Dude, I'm telling you, there's got to be something to that theory. I saw this show one time on runaway slaves. It was one of the most amazing programs I've ever seen in my life. Dude, when you ran away as a slave, you just didn't run to the end of the driveway and be like, fuck that job. Just start walking down the street. Dude, you had to like run through whole states. There's dogs chasing you, you're hurdling shit, you're swimming. Those were the first fucking triathletes. And there was nobody helping him out. There was no dude on the side of the road like, come on, man, 2 more states, you're in Ohio. Suck it up, you're looking good, looking good. Yeah, dude, you were on your own. Did any wonder? 250, 300 years of that shit, and then I'm gonna D you up in gym class? It ain't happening. I come from hundreds of years of alcoholics. I got like half a liver, you know what I mean? It's just... You know what's funny to me about that stuff? You can't even like, I obviously know that theory's crazy, but it's just like, you can't even bring up how well black people are doing in sports. Everybody gets all weird about it, which I don't understand because it's like a compliment, Like, feel how weird it is right now. I just brought that shit up. I'm saying something good, right? I saw a coach get in trouble for that shit. Like, his team was like 0-6 or something. They just couldn't win. And every week the press was just getting on him more and more and more, right? And the dude, he was just like flustered. And he had like a moment of honesty. They were like, why can't you guys win a game? He's like, I don't know, the offense isn't getting it done. Defense, they're too slow. And they just run out. Tell me, we got to get some more black guys on this team. But I'm telling you, it's just not. And immediately, everybody's like, what? Everyone started freaking out like they had no idea what this dude was talking about. It's like, are you watching SportsCenter? Or do you see the Olympics? Like, I love the 100-meter dash, right? There's always like 9 black dudes and that one token white guy in like lane 8. And I'm just sitting there going, come on, man, one time. Just one time. Just win the bronze. Just do what you got to do. And the white dude always stays with him till like the first turn. Then he like fucking blows out his hammy. Those other 8 black dudes are like... Where's that white dude the next Olympics? He's like up in the broadcast booth. His career's over. He's like a commentator. Yeah, it's going to be a great race. Still can't feel my fucking toes, but I'm telling you. No, I don't get it. It's like a compliment. We're saying you're fast. That's a good thing, right? People start all freaking out. Oh, you're acting like that's all we can do. You're saying we can't be scientists. No, we're not. All we're saying is if there was a race through the microscopes, you fuckers would win. We're just saying that you're fast. You get there first. Your lab coat would be flapping in the wind. I'd get there like 3 minutes later, all cramped up. Are you looking at bacteria? No, you go first. You just go first. Jesus Christ. There was a Volvo. The guy ran by a Volvo in street shoes. I've never seen that before in my life. No, I get into those arguments all the time. All the time. Friends of mine will be like, well, how come anytime a black athlete does something, they say it's an athletic move. Anytime a white athlete does it, they say it's an intelligent move. And it's like, well, fair enough, man. It just depends on what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's like, if you read a defense, white or black, that's an intelligent move, right? But if you take off from the foul line, jump over 9 other dudes, and throw the shit down, those other 9 guys aren't standing there like, fuck, why didn't I think of that shit? Here I am dribbling around, guys. That's some superhero shit. She had like a cape flapping in the wind with a big S on your chest. I'm telling you, man, that's the funny thing about Hitler. Just let me finish. Let me work my way through this idea. No, that's my favorite sports clip is that Jesse Owens shit. I just love it because their whole angle was fucked up. He made Hitler leave in like the 3rd quarter, right? He's putting down his number 1 finger, just fucking walking out of the stadium. Jesus Christ. Their whole thing was like, we are going to create a superior race. It's like, dude, I think we accidentally already did that.
We send a select group of people to the gym every day for a couple hundred years. It's paying dividends. They're fucking dunking on us every day. Dude, how quiet was that limo ride home with Hitler? You know what I'm saying? You know he was talking crazy shit when they were on the way there. They were all amped up. We are going to dominate, Sieg Heil, just going off. That whole ride home, they're just sitting there all quiet. You're sitting next to an even angrier than usual Adolf Hitler, trying to make some sort of small talk, like, hey, it is one nice day, isn't it? You know, nice food.
This is why you can't judge comedians. Do you understand this? Do you understand what the fuck I was saying and how this fucking jackass just heard it? You know? The second it comes out of my mouth, it's not what I said anymore. It goes into your fucking ear hole and gets cut with your whole fucking childhood. Oh, this is what he means. Because I was gonna call my wife. I was on the road and I was like, I don't want to have a fight with her. I need to relax. What the fuck can I do? And I thought about it. It's like women take baths, right? They do. It's a very feminine thing. They have a bad week. I just want to decompress. And they just have a soak. And then they're just fine. Next thing you know, they're drinking wine. They're calling friends. I'm so glad you're in my life. And I feel I can get back out there again, right? So I'm literally alone. I start drawing a bath. And the water came all the way up. And at the end of the day, I couldn't fucking do it. There's just no way as a man to take a bath and not think about killing yourself. You know? There's just something about slipping into that coffin-shaped thing. It's like, am I gonna slit my wrists? Am I testifying against the mob? What the fuck am I doing here? I'm a man, I don't take a bath. You take a shower, hose it off, block out your feelings. Keep walking till you drop of a heart attack. Literally, as you're going down, are you okay? I'm fine.
I'm safe to say, I guess the pandemic's over. Kinda is. Right?
I mean, nobody gives a fuck anymore, so basically,
It's over, right?
it killed all the weak people.
You know, the strong people are here to survive. The fatties are gone, the asthmatics, people with lisps, none of them made it. But you guys survived. Yeah, you guys survived. Yeah, they said it killed a whole bunch of people, but I gotta be honest, have you really noticed? I mean, you drive down the highway, there's still traffic. I thought it was gonna be like, wow! Holy shit, a lot of people died. That's so sad, but fucking awesome. All at the same time.
I have a temper. So that's the thing. That's what kind of ruins things. Everything else I do is fine, but I have a fucking temper, and it just ruins shit. And then my wife always says the same thing. She's always just like, I just don't understand. Where did that come from? Where is that coming from? It's you just go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. It's like, first of all, I idle at 75 miles an hour. All right? So don't give me this 0 to 100. I walked into this restaurant at 75. I could hear that guy talking too loud on his cell phone from the fucking parking lot. Yeah, I fucking tried all of this shit, you know. Whenever she says that to me, though, I swear to God, I just don't understand where is this coming from? It actually hurts my feelings when she says that, you know? Because it makes me feel like she's not listening to me. It's like, honey, how many childhood stories do I have to tell you before you follow the breadcrumbs to the absolute lunatic that you married? I gotta do it, though. I gotta work on the temper. I'm gonna do it. You know, I got the kid now, and I don't want to pass it on to her. You know, I have like a demon in my family tree, like this fucking rage. It's just, you know, just keeps following us, and now I got it. I have it so bad, like literally my daughter, she's a little over 2 years old. She's yet to meet me yet. You know? Like the real me. She's seen glimpses of me. I come, hey, how are you? She's seen glimpses of the anger, but I'm able to smooth it over really quickly. Like, whoa, Daddy almost snapped his phone in half. But I see it in her face. I can see the way she looks at me. She's starting to put it together like, this dude's a little fucked up, man. This is a little fucked up. I cannot tell you how heartbreaking that is to see from a toddler. must left your own daughter. I'm like, I gotta end this thing, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go back to therapy, do that fucking bullshit again. Fast forward through all these stories I've told a million times. I gotta do it though. I'm gonna do it for my kid and do it for my wife, and selfishly do it for me. Because, no, I'm gonna tell you why. You're not gonna like the results, miss. This is why I'm gonna do it, because if I actually don't have a temper, like, I just think to myself, like, what could my wife complain to me? Like, what could my wife bitch at me about, right? I fucking crush everything. I do. I take out the trash. Okay, the gate was squeaky the other day. I made sure that was done. You know? I pick up after myself. I like to think I'm a good dad. I work my ass off and make a great fucking living. Crush all of that. All she has on me is who I am as a person. That's it. Yeah, if I could just not be who I was when she met me, I think I'd have a shot, you know?
A dick, apologize. But other than that, yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Everybody getting in trouble. Like a bunch of children. I was doing a gig in Dallas and some waitress wrote on a piece of chalkboard. She goes, "We like our beer the way we like our violence. Domestic." All right? Yeah, I gotta tell you something. That's a great fucking joke. There is zero fat on that. You need every word of that joke. You take one word out, it doesn't work. It's a perfect joke. So whatever, nobody gives a shit. One person comes in, they don't like it. They ask the manager to take it down. He's just like, you know, that's our sense of humor here. You know, have a beer, go fuck yourself. That's what we're doing. So she takes a picture of it, she puts it up on Facebook, and all of a sudden people start complaining, and they fired the manager and the waitress because of that. Yeah. Like, I don't understand. Like, what do they think's gonna happen if somebody reads that joke? Like, you're some guy who would never hit a woman, you know? Would never hit a woman. You can't hit women. You can't. You honestly cannot. You ever see how they fall? They fall like toddlers, you know? It's like they never fell in their life. They never put their hands out. It's horrific to watch. You can't hit them, right? So what are you telling me? You're telling me someone who never hit a woman is gonna come walking in, read that joke, you know, just be like, wait a minute. All those feminists are full of shit, because I'm gonna tell you right now, someday there's gonna be the first woman president. All right? Which means you don't even know what her fucking platform is, and you automatically cheered. It's got the same genitalia. Fucking, I'm telling you, they're not smart people. Feminists, they're not as smart as they're coming off. I'm telling you. Someday, there's gonna be. By the way, this is gonna be my last show ever. By the time this fucking thing comes out. Someday, there's gonna be the first female president, which means there's gonna be the first male first lady, right? And you fucking wait. The first time that dude opens his mouth about some political shit, you watch all these feminists. They're all gonna be, you shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. It is her time now. It is her time. She was elected, not you. Go pick out some plates, bitch. You are the first lady. He's gonna get treated like Tom Arnold when he was with Roseanne. Secret Service name will be like Appendix or Doesn't Matter. Not worthy of protecting. Just entered the Oval Office. Not worthy of protecting. Life can pass you by. It happens. You know, you just keep living and living and living. You know what it is? I think you got like 25, 30 years to absorb as much as you can. And then that's it. That's all you know. Because right around then, you get married. And it's over. Right? You have a couple of kids. You're sucked in the bubble. You don't have time to pay attention to what's going on in the world. You're just stuck with these kids. It's shitting all over the place. Don't be a serial killer. Don't touch that. You're just stuck in that. You have 3, 4 kids. That is a 25-year sentence.
trying to get them all through college. And society just keeps fucking going. You get the last one through college, you step back out of the bubble, just... You don't know what happened. You're not even paying attention. You go back to your old record collection. Right? Someone sticks a mic in your face, you're gonna get in trouble. Yeah. It's one of the sad things about life. You get old and it passes you by. I feel it passing me by. I'm 46 years old. I don't even have kids, but I can't keep up anymore. Like, I had a college gig coming up, and I was like, man, I gotta figure out what these kids are into, man. I was 24 when a senior was born. I gotta figure out what these dudes are into. So I guess they were into this DJ music or some shit. So I'm like, all right, I'll watch some of this, you know? So I have like a reference or two. I don't want to be that old comic coming to the gig being like, what's up with this Monica Lewinsky? Is this crazy? I mean, this Y2K. I mean, is my stylist gonna work? I don't know. So I put this shit on. Dude, I lasted 90 seconds. 90 seconds. I was open-minded. All right, put it on. 90 seconds later, I'm like this old man. This isn't music. Now, when I was a kid, you dressed like a woman and you sung about the devil. Now that was music.
It's going on. But I think white women started it. It's the worst. The fucking worst. It's all they do is bitch, moan, and complain. I had no idea how difficult it was to be a white woman in the United States of America. Evidently, it's really difficult. Yeah, they're always bitching. Do you have any idea what it's like to be me? Well, I imagine it would be slightly less awesome than my life. What happened to you today, sweetheart, huh? Did they not chill your rosé? You know? Was the trolley not running down at the mall? What happened? No, it's unreal. I'm really fucking annoyed how white women have the fucking balls to throw my white privilege in my face. You know? Sort of separate themselves from these white males with their white male privilege. It's like, bitch, you're sitting in the jacuzzi with me. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, quit your fucking whining. You know what? You're full of shit. You are. Feminists are full of shit, because I'm going to tell you right now, someday there's going to be the first woman president, all right? Which means you don't even know what her fucking platform is, and you automatically cheer. It's got the same genitalia. Fucking, I'm telling you, they're not smart people. Feminists, they're not as smart as they're coming off. I'm telling you. Someday there's going to be. By the way, this is going to be my last show ever, by the time this fucking thing comes out. Someday, there's going to be the first female president, which means there's going to be the first male first lady. Right? And you wait. You fucking wait. The first time that dude opens his mouth about some political shit, you watch all these feminists. They're on me. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. It is her time now. It is her time. She was elected. Not you. Go pick out some plates, bitch. You are the first lady. Why so many Caucasians need facelifts? Because we don't know about lotion. See that? Only half of you laughed. That should have been everybody. Yeah, but a lot of you were sitting there like, well, what about lotion? What is this lotion you speak of, and what is the magic therein? I'm not judging you. Not judging anybody. I didn't know anything about lotion. Never used it the first 33 years of my life. Never used it. Till one night I was going out with this black girl, right? She was getting ready and she was just putting that shit on everywhere. Just slathering it on. I thought she had like a rash or something. I'm like, what do they got, like poison ivy? What's going on with you? She goes, no, I'm just making sure I'm not ashy. I said, ashy? She goes, dry skin. I went, wow,
I guess I freaked her out a little bit because I was like, ah. She's like, well, white people get ashy too. I was like, yeah, I don't think we do. Yeah, I've been alive for 33 years. No one has ever said, hey, Bill, you're looking a little ashy. I never even heard that word until you said it. She's like, you're an idiot. Stick out your arm. So I stick out my arm, and ever so gently, she just drags her nails down. This smoke starts coming up. It's like pastry flakes flying off, track marks. She's signing her name. She's like, you see that? She goes, that's ashy. You're ashy? Freak me out. I'm like, holy shit, I'm ashy. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was that I always got itchy in the winter. Couldn't figure it out. Always got itchy in the winter. What the fuck do I get itchy? I thought it meant the bath towel was dirty. That's what I thought. And I would change it out and put a fresh one. Now I'm going to be okay. Take a shower, dry off, fucking itching again. God damn it, I hate the winter. See that? That's why you got to hang out with everybody. Yeah. There's too much information in the world, and every group of people misses a little bit. White people totally missed the lotion seminar at some point in history. I don't know if it's because we can't see it. Black people get ashy. It looks like they leaned up against a chalkboard or something. They can see it. They miss it. Their friends help them out. Like, look at your ashy motherfucking elbow. What is wrong with you? Right? We realized that, I don't know, we always fight about the television. So I'm like, well, what about documentaries? Why don't we just tape something we both like? We both love documentaries. They're fun, right? You watch them, you learn something, you repeat it at a party. People think you read. So I tape, first one I tape is on Elvis Presley. So I sit down and I'm watching this documentary as a white dude, which is what I am. I'm looking out my white head, watching this white shit. It's coming back into my white eyes, getting whiter by the fucking second. Right? Now my wife, on the other hand, she's black, right? So she starts watching this shit as a black person, right? And she's seeing all the racism, obviously, that I'm seeing. But she was catching all this subtle shit that I was too white to see. But I knew I was missing it, because I just kept hearing her huffing and puffing. Just sitting next to me being like... And I'm just sitting there like, okay, somebody did something. I don't know what just happened, but I don't think that was good. So right when I didn't think it could get any worse, it could get any more uncomfortable between the two of us, this fucking white dude comes on who evidently discovered Elvis. And he's like 190 years old, and he comes out and starts talking. He's just like, well, basically, I was looking for a white boy that could take the down and dirty, nasty blues and combine it with the pristine, angelic sounds of bluegrass. Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was suddenly putting black shit down here while he was propping up the white shit. The down and dirty, daddy not sticking around, drug-infested neighborhood blues with the Jesus as white as me, hair the color of the sun, angelic bluegrass playing music, right? So at this point, my wife has like fucking steam coming out of her ears. So I make a judgment call. I just fucking shut it off, right? And she looks at me. She's like, why did you shut that off? Why did you shut it off? I was like, because you're about 3 minutes away from yelling at me like I produced this music. And I gotta be honest with you, too. People were too hard on that Clippers guy, man. I'm telling you. For an 80-year-old white guy, that wasn't that bad. All right? Dude, he didn't drop the N-word once. That's unbelievable for an 80-year-old white guy. The N-word should have been carpet bombed through that whole tape. He never said it once. And if you go back and listen to that tape, I'm telling you, go back and listen to it. Other than Instagram, he's pretty fucking liberal. He's like, you can hang out with them, you can have sex with them, just don't promote it on Instagram. It was the weirdest, most compartmentalized, racism I ever heard in my life. Something about Instagram, I didn't get it. Other than that, he was wide open. You can make a snowman with them, go to a water park, rub your bellies together. Just don't promote it on Instagram. Hey, what about Facebook? I don't give a fuck about Facebook. Keep it off of Instagram. Yeah. Dude, you understand? The guy's 80 years old. Do the math. This dude was born in 1934. That's 13 years before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. First 12 and a half years of this guy's life, he watched all-white baseball, and it was fine. First 12 and a half years. Up next, Whitey Willoughby. There's a line shot out to Peter Peckerwood. What a catch! Unbelievable into Chris Cracker. What a great day. What a great day for a ball game. White baseball, white players. Dude, his parents were part of the generation that finished off the genocide of the Native Americans. All right? That's who taught him his ABCs. I'm telling you, you can live too long. You can live too long. I'm telling you. You wear out your welcome. I swear to God, this fucking guy, I bet in the 1940s he was considered like a hippie. You know? Just walking around, hey, you can hang out with them. You can have sex with a man, you know? His dad's getting all pissed off. Let me tell you something, see? You stay with your own. Hey, you stay with your own. So I'm on the road, right? I'm in Reno. Great gun town. So I go down to that little gun store, right? Come walking in, there's some redneck there. I'm like, hey, man, I want to get a gun. He's like, I hear you. What you looking for? What you want? Mossberg, over under, 357 Magnum, right? Starts rattling off all this gibberish, right? I don't know shit. I'm trying to play it off. I feel like a bitch because I don't know anything about guns. So I was like, what do I do here? Hell, I'm going to go with honesty. I go, look, dude, I don't know anything about guns. They terrify me, but I'm worried about the zombies. All right? Dude's just like, you need a shotgun. You need a shotgun, man. It's got a good spread. It's easy to load, doesn't have a lot of working parts, got a good spread. He kept saying that. It's got a good spread. I'm like, what does that mean? He goes, well, it means you ain't got to be that accurate. It's got a good spread. Further away you are, the more shit you hit. Got a good spread. In fact, you got a problem over here, you ain't even got to look. You just turn, wow, that's it. You ain't got a problem over here anymore. Anything that was even remotely a problem ain't there anymore. Trust me. And then these people here, they saw what you just did here. You ain't got a problem here either. Feel me? 90 degrees taken care of right there. One shot. These people get smart, flip it over. Wow, that's it. It's got a good spread. I'm not saying these people are right, and I'm not saying that I'm right. I know I'm a fucking moron, you know? But that Duck Dynasty guy, I know what he said was wrong, but I don't get the shock. He said that homophobic stuff, and people are like, can you believe? Yeah, I totally can believe it. If I was in Vegas, I would have put 90% of my shit on that he was going to say it. I'd give him a 10% benefit of the doubt, just in case. Are you seriously shocked? Some redneck with a beard down to his dick, sitting in a boat in the middle of a swamp, shooting varmints. Like, what did you think he thought? Did you think he had, like, some progressive ideas on same-sex marriage? Yeah. Didn't he think exactly what you thought he thought, you know? I think all of that shit comes from the church. They just fucking brainwash you. You know? You come, no, don't clap. I don't read. Follow someone else. I'm telling you. They brainwash you. Come into the church, your brain's all empty. They just fill it up like a jelly donut. Just brainwash you. Say what we say when we say it. Say it again, then you can go home to your toys. All right, I'll say it. I'll say it again. Now can I go home to my toys? Right? And you repeat everything they say. The good, the bad, and the fucking horrific. They stick a star in your forehead. You're a big boy. The big people like me. You get on with your life. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. I here from Los Angeles. I live in Hollywood. There's a ton of plastic surgery out there. You know, a lot of people getting like facelifts. I don't know if you guys have those up here. You know, those awful ones where people Start to look like, a little Filipino, You got a little Filipino? Yeah, 52-year-old white guy. Yeah, that's all. Why would you get a facelift? Can't you look at other facelifts and realize they haven't worked all the bugs out yet? People, if you're thinking about getting a facelift, just do yourself a favor. Just wait it out. Let them practice on other people's faces. Didn't we learn anything with hair plugs? Hair plugs don't look half bad now. Saw this commercial the other night. The guy's like, oh, God, I wish I did this 10 years ago. It's like, no, you don't. 10 years ago, when they were stapling ant legs to the top of people's heads, everybody's eyes watering, trying not to look at your hairline. You wish you got hair plugs 10 years ago? Do you wish you got polio 60 years ago? Are you even listening to what you're saying historically? I'm telling you, the facelift, you can't do it, man. Why can't you just be your age? There's nothing wrong with being 50 and looking 50. Like, what would you rather be, 50 and look 50, or be 50 and look like a 28-year-old lizard? That's basically your options, right? I'll tell you what the problem is, is that the facelift is actually a white problem. I've never seen a black guy with a facelift, ever. Other than, like, the Jacksons, but they're all out of their minds, right? But I've never seen a black dude with a facelift, ever. Do you know why so many Caucasians get facelifts? You know why? Because we don't know anything about lotion. See that? That should have been a bigger laugh, but there's too many white people here. I'll help you out. You can put lotion in other places other than your dick, all right? If you ever wondered why your dick looks brand new, but your face, you're starting to look like an aging pirate, because you need to increase the circumference of the lotion distribution. No, I'm not judging you. I didn't put lotion on my face the first 33 years of my life. Never put it on. Till one night I was hanging out with this black girl, right? And a couple times during the night she took it out, put it on her elbows, problem areas. I thought she had like a rash or something. Like, what do you got, like poison ivy? She goes, no, you get like a little ashy. I went, ashy? She goes, dry skin. I went, oh. I guess that kind of offended her. It's like, oh. She's like, well, white people get ashy too. I was like, yeah, I don't think we do. I've been alive for 33 years. No one has ever said, hey, Bill, you're looking a little ashy. I never even heard that word until you said it. She's like, you're an idiot. Stick out your arm. So I stick out my arm. She just goes, it's like pastry flakes flying off, track marks. She's like, you see that? That's ashy. What's up? All right. Thought I just got itchy in the winter. See, that's why you got to hang out with everybody. Right there. Oh, there's too much. Seriously, there's too much information in the world. And every group of people misses just a little bit. Like, white people totally miss the lotion seminar. I don't know where we were on that one. We missed that shit the way black people miss the whole register your weapons summit, right? Just never got, really? You're gonna groan that? I'm the only guy who's seen 17 rappers get busted for that shit? Every time I see it, it just blows my mind. It's like, what, do you just want to make an album over the phone? Why would you do that? Is that like the new auto-tune? No, it breaks my heart. Every time I see it, I just think, God, if he just had one white friend. One white friend in his entourage. The dude would have been standing there all dried out, itching like, dude, is that thing registered? Dude, you serious? That's like 3 to 5 mandatory. Get that the fuck out of there. So, thank you. So, Schwarzenegger just got busted down on the States, yeah? That poor bastard, huh? Jesus Christ, another great man. Another great man brought down by another gold-digging whore. No? You don't think so? You don't think that was a great man? Really? 3 decades of awesome movies? Bangs one made and now you don't like him? Tell you something, that's a great man. He is.
First of all, I get why he did it. Why wouldn't he think he could get away with it? Look at his life. Look how he talks. That guy should be unloading trucks in Transylvania. That should have been the height of his success. But because he's a great man, he had the balls to move to America and became famous for lifting weights. I lift weights, no one gives a shit. He stands, people can't get enough of it. That should have been the height of his success. He says, fuck that, I'm gonna be an actor, despite the fact no one can understand me. Becomes one of the biggest actors of all time. That should have been his height. He says, fuck that, I'm marrying a Kennedy. Bam, he does it. Cherry on top, he becomes governor of a state he can't even pronounce. Why wouldn't this guy think he could bang his maid in his own goddamn bed and not get away with it? This guy has been in the zone for 4 decades. Give me the rock, I'm feeling it. I had a hit movie with a midget. This is a layup. I don't even need a condom. You guys are great. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. How are you? Please be seated. Good evening. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to this lovely theater here in downtown Montreal. It's unbelievable. Can't understand you. Female voice does not travel well. I don't know what it is. Up close or in a whisper can make your dick hard, but beyond 10 feet, it just sounds like a couple of birds fighting over a French fry or something, you know? There you go. That's how we start. Nobody's coming out of the gate. I'm sick of Obama's wife. Yeah. Just running her. This isn't some Democrat, Republican shit. This is just in general. Just running her yap. It's just like, shut up. You know? You weren't elected. You know, your husband isn't running a lemonade stand. He's running the country. No, generally speaking, first ladies, they've been out of line for a good 25, 30 years. They think for some reason that their husband has the job, that now they should be chiming in like they know some shit. You know? Dude, if you had a leak at your house and you called the plumber, and the plumber comes in and he starts fixing it, what would you do if 5 seconds later his wife, who isn't a plumber, comes walking in, well, I think we should route it over here. It's like, shut up! Just because you're fucking the plumber doesn't mean you understand plumbing. Okay? No. This is all like my fears, because they're trying to tell us down south there, they're starting to gear up for Hillary Clinton to be running for president, saying I think that would be a good thing. Yeah, people clapping. What is that based on? Based on what? I don't get how she became a senator. That's shocking to you? She went from never holding political office to immediately being a senator. Why, because she was fucking the president? Should Tom Brady's wife be the next quarterback of the Rams? Does he have some sort of magical powers? Like, you suck at sports? I couldn't throw it all, and then he fucked me, and I just picked up this ball, and I was just lacing it in there. It was incredible. Dude, it all started with Nancy Reagan. That's where it first went off the rails, you know? She came out with her little bird body, you know, just her big head. Just came walking out, say no to drugs, and people off your heroin, say no to that. She just walked back. Hillary had her stupid health care plan. Obama's wife's running her yap on 60 Minutes, you know? I got to give it up to the Bushes. They had their women in line. They did. Barbara never said shit. She smiled every once in a while. She threw something in there. George W.'s wife, I don't even know her name. Stu was in office for 8 years. I don't even know her fucking name. What's it, like Beth or Paige or something like that? He had her on lockdown. Going out there tonight, I'm giving a speech. And when I say something and they laugh, you're going to nod. You're going to smile, and you're going to nod that head. Is this how it's going to be? Really? Do you think like me saying this is somehow going to affect? She's still going to win. Listen, let me ask you this question. Do you think that a woman being president is going to affect anything? Do you? Oh, do you? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What the fuck is she going to do? Do you know what the president makes? The president makes $400,000 a year. That's it. He's supposed to keep bankers in line that get like $100 million bonuses. I'll tell you, if you really want, nothing's going to change, okay? Black, white, dick, or clam. It doesn't make a bit of difference. Nothing is going to change until somebody's got the balls to start a group, go over the wall of one of these gated communities, and you start slitting some throats. And not just random throats, the right throats. You got to climb up a tree, be up there with your scope, knowing that in 11 fucking minutes your life is going to end, right? And take out many of those people as you can. Yeah. Other than that, it's just going to be a pair of tits saying the same shit to you. I'm staying in a hotel, everybody. I like staying in hotels. They make me feel comfortable. I feel safe in a hotel. You know, you got the lobby. There's always somebody down there in case an axe murderer comes in. That's the first person that's going to get killed. You can hear their screaming when you're up in your room. Gives you a chance to plan. Barricade the door, you know, turn on the shower, hide in between the mattresses, right? Little misdirection. Back in the day, I used to stay in motels. I hated staying in motels. Could never feel safe. You were lying in a bed 2 feet from a door that just opened up out into a parking lot. Anybody in the world could just come walking up, kick the door open, you motherfucker, just drag you out of the bed. And you're just lying in that bed, so not ready to have a fight to the death. Sitting there half naked, like nodding off. Meanwhile, there's some guy on the other side of the door with a chainsaw, like. You're lying there like, it's kind of early to be trimming the hedges. And when that dude comes through that door, you lie to yourself as a man that if something like that happened, dude, I just jump up, grab a lamp, let's fucking do this. You know what the reality is? Most people, the best you could do is maybe make a weird noise. Just be like, and that would be it. That would be it. That dude just come in. The last thing you'd see is just ceiling carpet, ceiling carpet, ceiling carpet, ceiling carpet, ceiling carpet. Looking upside down back at your own body, right? I will say this. What I do enjoy about this theater is nobody has told me it's haunted. Anytime you go into a theater, they always give you the history. It was built 1948. It was a tribute to Rocket Richard. Everybody chipped in, blah, 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 blah. And we have a ghost. His name is Michael. I immediately lose all respect for anybody over the age of 8 that still believes in ghosts. It's like, really? You still believe in specters and goblins? What is the end game of being a ghost? I don't get it. You can go anywhere you want to go in the world. You're just going to stay in a basement for the rest of your life? Just waiting for once every 6 months somebody comes down to check the boiler and you get to be like, why wouldn't you go somewhere? Dude, I'd fly right to Washington, D.C., fly right into the CIA building, just start sitting in on meetings like, these guys are out of their fucking minds. Fly to the Super Bowl, go right into the huddle. I always wondered what they talked about. How are you? Fantastic. The other day I got into an argument with my girlfriend, right? She likes watching the Oprah Winfrey Show, and I love to watch her watch the Oprah Show. And then I wait for Oprah to say something that I don't agree with, and then I take it out on my girlfriend because I'm an asshole. So Oprah brings out this guest. She gives her this huge intro. She's been on this, she's been on that, and she does the most difficult job on the planet. She's the mother. So immediately I look at my girlfriend. I'm like, really?
Being a mom is the most difficult job on the planet. How many mothers died on ice road truckers last season? Any moms get washed overboard on Deadliest Catch? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but what would you rather have as a job? You want to scoop scallops off the bottom of the ocean, catching that lobster trap to the back of your head? Or do you want to hang in the sunshine with a couple of rugrats? You'd send them to bed anytime you want and some trumped up charges because you want to have a drink and watch The Price is Right? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is the most difficult job. I mean, I thought roofing in the middle of July as a redhead, you know? I thought that was a difficult job. I really did. I thought it was difficult. But evidently, these mothers, they're bending over at the waist, putting DVDs into DVD players, going to war pinned down by a sniper. What a joke! You ever burp a baby and forget to put that towel up there? There's another shirt you gotta wash. Oh, lift with your knees and put it in that machine that does it for you. Dude, any job you can do in your pajamas is not difficult. It isn't. I'm sure it's... Yeah, to hell with these mothers. Watching cartoons, taking naps. Look, I'm messing around, but you know, come on. I know it's a difficult job, but the most difficult job on the whole planet. Remember when Saddam lit the oil fields on fire and those poor bastards had to go put them out? 4,000 degrees, walking in with your little asbestos shield, just walking into flames. You want to do that or watch Bob the Builder again? I mean, be honest with yourself. I got a dog recently. I did. I went down to the pound. I got one of those free dogs. Yeah, that's how I say it. I don't say I rescued a dog. I hate when people say that. It's like totally obnoxious. It's complete exaggeration. She's a rescue. Yeah, I rescued her. Really? Did you pull her out of a burning building? Did you jump in a river with your clothes still on with no concern for your own safety? Or did you just go down to the pound and get a free dog? Isn't that what you did? Stop acting like you had to take out a couple of guards, crawl in on your elbows using hand signals. Dude, you ever go down to the pound? They're just giving them away. They don't even do a background check. You want them? Hey, get out of here. Who's next? You want a poodle? Come on, you got a perm. It'll be hilarious. Actually, my girlfriend got the dog when I was on the road. I was on the road, she got the dog. Classic girlfriend move, right? That's just a 10 to 15 year commitment. Why would you include me in that decision? What would I need to know? So we're Skyping. I thought she got one of those little shit dogs, you know? Like a Yorkshire Terrier or something you could punt across the room if it got out of line, right? Something you could take your day out on. You know what I'm saying? And so we're Skyping. I go, let me see it. So she pans around, and I think I'm going to see, you know, some little Chihuahua, whatever the hell those dogs are. I'm immediately staring at like this hellhound, this just massive dog, and it looks. I start freaking out. I'm like, is that a pit bull? Please tell me you didn't get a pit bull. She's like, it's not a pit bull, it's a mix. Mixed with what? Another pit bull? Look at that thing. It's like it's been doing pull-ups its entire life. Its front paws were still taped up and shadow boxing. It's got a teardrop tattoo. It's a pit bull. What more do you need to see? Oh, it gets worse. Her and a friend actually didn't get it down at the pound. They found it by the Los Angeles River. Yeah, this thing was the real deal. She's sitting there going, it was out there for 10 days. Don't you think that's sad? No, it's scary. Because judging by its physique, it got plenty of protein over the last week and a half. It wasn't eating nuts and berries, all right? It was choking out joggers. It was twisting heads off of rabbits. You brought a murderer into the house. You just rescue an alligator while you're at it. Stick it under the bed, add to the excitement. You know what's great, though? I fell in love with the dog. Absolutely love this dog, and I'm totally sold on the breed. And I know a lot of people don't like pit bulls because they ate a couple of kids. I understand that. I'm telling you, you owe it to yourself at some point in your life to walk down the street with a pit bull. You got to do it. It's tremendous. People just get out of the way. 3-4 blocks away, they see me coming. They immediately start crossing the street. I love it. I feel like a king. I don't know why black people complain about that. I love having the whole side of the street to myself. It's awesome. Yeah. Black people have no idea how difficult it is as a white man to have to walk down the street every half a block, have frivolous conversations about the weather. Oh, man, I think it is going to rain. Why? Why do we have to have this conversation? No, it's tremendous. I like the respect. Look at me. My whole life I've looked like Ron Howard. You realize that? My whole life I've been mugged repeatedly. I've never had any street cred whatsoever. The second they see this four-legged P90X body coming down the street, that's it. It's the best dog on the planet. You got to get a pit bull. I'm telling you, man. It's like a gun you can pet. Get 2 of them. Come down to you, just strapped. All of a sudden, there's no line at the ATM. It's just the whole world opens up for you. All right, let's wrap this up here. I had lunch the other day. I'm a big-time conspiracy theorist. I drive my girlfriend nuts. You know, I think they're about ready to microchip all of us. Yeah, they got this commercial down in the States, you know. You got that commercial up here for Duracell batteries? They're selling batteries, and the commercial is some woman can't find her kid in the park. That's how they're selling batteries. The hell kind of way is that to sell batteries? Do you remember the old commercials? They just show some guy in a rainstorm, has a flat, pulls out a flashlight. Oh, thank God he had Duracell. You can see how wet I'm getting. That was it. Now they're showing this woman she can't find her kid in the park. She's sitting there going, Kevin? Kevin? Has anybody seen Kevin? Sitting there freaking out. Then she pulls out this little device. Beep, 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 beep. And there comes Kevin running out of the woods. And they're like, Duracell batteries. It's like, dude, the hell with the batteries. What was that thing she just took out of her pocket? How did Kevin know to come out of the woods? He didn't have an antenna. His sneakers weren't glowing. What the hell is in Kevin that's connected to that device? Don't just show me that like that's normal. Oh, yeah, robot kids. Yeah, must go see mommy. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Watching the History Channel today, right? Yeah, this whole 3-hour special on Adolf Hitler, you know? Here's a question for you. How come you never run into anybody with the last name Hitler? You ever notice that? That guy didn't have any relatives. You know, he didn't have a cousin, like Ed. You know, Ed Hitler, he's a plumber, right? Shows up to work on time, your little lady covers for you. You know he had relatives. They all had to change their last names. I'm fascinated with that level of evil, right? You're so evil, they have to retire your name. That's it. It's over. Shut it down. They just take your name out of that baby book list of names. Just erase it. Think about it. For the rest of the time, no one's going to have a beautiful baby and be like, you want to call him Adolf? Is everybody cool with that? Can you imagine? Oh, thank you. Can you imagine being that much of a though? Whatever your name is, the day you die, Steve, that's it. No more Steves. You see that, dude? There's only a few names in history like that, right? Nobody has a friend named Attila, right? Anybody hanging out with their buddy Judas tonight? You're not. And that's a cool name. You set up one Messiah to die, that's it. It's over. They're having the retirement ceremony. They're bringing your jersey up to the rafters. You're standing baseline with a bunch of other psychos getting high fives and stuff. It's a weird grading system, though. You know what I mean? Because look at a guy like Jeffrey Dahmer, man. That guy murdered and ate over 30 people.
तेरी टोर मस्तानी है बस सूट तेरो सत रंग गो सूट तेरो सत रंग गो तेरी चढ़ती जुबानी है वो सूट तेरो सत रंग गो तेरी बायां विच बंग सोबे वो अखां विच सुरमो तेरे अखां विच सुरमो तेरे हाथ मेहंदी गो रंग सोबे वो कुड़िए बलेस गिए बलेस गिए कुड़िए बलेस गिए तेरा गल विच डोर सोनी लौंग तेरो दूर चमके लौंग तेरो दूर चमके बाकी तेरी टोर सोनी बकुड़िए बलेस गिए तेरी बोल गो के कहनो वो बोल तेरा सुन सुनेंगे बोल तेरा सुन सुनेंगे कड़ी पल तिना देखता रहनो वे कुड़ी बलेस गिए तेरी खा जामी वो चोरी चोरी मिल नाजल चोरी चोरी मिल नाजल मत सामने आ जावे वो कुड़ी बलेस गिए बलेस गिए कुड़िए बलेस गिए तेरो जियो सुनो फुल कोई नी वो दुनिया माला कीमत दुनिया माला कीमत तेरो किते भी मुल